I think you could say that the strategy of our firm has evolved over a number of years, and inextricably woven into that strategy is, I guess, first up, sustainability. We need to make sure that our firm is sustainable going forward into the future. And part of that sustainability is measured in a way by the fact that we need to ensure that our risk and reputation is maintained at all times. There can be no compromise in relation to the brand Deloitte in terms of exposing that brand to unnecessary risks arising out of the professional services environment that we operate in at the moment. So I see it as an inextricably linked strategy, brand protection, and sustainability, absolutely intrinsic to our firm going forward. If we can just take a moment to look introspectively, if you look at our firm over the last, 10 years, the level of regulation in our business has increased enormously. Independence regulations have tightened a tremendous amount. And as a consequence of that, it's become extremely important for all of our people to be on the same page in relation to the very complicated requirements that are now a part of our lives on a day-to-day basis. So the learning and training that has to occur to ensure that our people are all on the same page, all have an excellent understanding of what is required, is extremely important to ensure that we get a consistent application of all the rules and regulations that we are subject to in the firm, particularly in the independence arena. Well, I think first up, what we need to reflect on is the fact that Deloitte has a code of ethics. And one can't write a code of ethics with every possible situation that might sort of develop in one's professional life. So the code of ethics provide a basis for decision making. And when the many complicated decisions we've got to make on a day-to-day basis arise, the code of ethics forms a foundation upon which people can make calls, make decisions, make ethical calls around situations that come their way on a day-to-day basis. Now, this is extremely important for our firm. I mentioned earlier around the issue of brand protection. And if you take this perspective from the perspective of our stakeholders, they are vitally interested in us ensuring that we maintain an ethical stance in everything we do to make sure that we uphold the profession as well as the wider financial services environment, to make sure that we always operate absolutely ethically in everything we do. There's been a huge amount of change in the regulation of the profession over the last 5 or 10 years, and we've had to respond to that. And the way we've responded is by way of the introduction of many systems and monitoring systems that guide and govern people in relation to particularly the independence decisions that they need to make on a day-to-day basis. So, for example, we have a system of conflict checking, a business relationship management system, just to name two of a number of systems that are in place. So it's become very important that our people are educated in the various systems that we do have in place, so that in their day-to-day professional activities they can apply the systems appropriately in order to make the right calls in relation to the independence rules that govern the way they operate on a day-to-day basis.